get my background today.
Really?
Really upsets me.
Nice. It
Cameras
really
were-
upsets you?
Well, I could reverse the cameras.
Oh. Hey, Ron, we have to swap chairs.
Oh, okay. I thought it was that one there that you liked, the high one.
Mm-mm. All of them hurt my back, except for that one. That you be sitting in.
Okay. Well, like I said, I thought that was the high one over there.
It's all right. I know, us women. Us women.
I might have to cut the background out.
I've been married to one of them for 47 years.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Come April 20th.
Oh.
So let's see, what's today? March 9th. So that's
It's quite a few years.
yeah.
I was married 30.
I was married 6 months.
Here no ladybug.
Yeah, Asian beetle. My camper's full of them. I gotta get a fogger. I'm going camping this weekend. So get rid of them.
Oh, you goalie. I got up to work.
Oh, you did good. It isn't that complicated.
Hey, I'm a man, baby. Yes, it is.
Come on now, you're ex-military.
That may be true, but I'm a man, baby.
Let's see. 6:15, 6:31, 6:49, 6:59.
Can't believe you have to write that down every day.
Well, could you ask me, have we taken a break? Did we take a break? It's for you. It's not for me.
Calling 103.9, not 0.9, at 601-879-0002. Call lines are open.
That's why 103.9
Ladies will come in today. Camera almost up. I agree.
If you ever do hear a state agency advertising on WYAB, we're not getting paid for it. We stay on the air.
It says hot mic.
Many businesses
Stacy Brown,
advertising
mic.
every day on 103.9 WYAB.
We have a hot mic?
So I only ask that you please tell our advertisers that you appreciate their support of 103.9 WYAB.
Yep, sure do.
Keep listening.
Which one was
This
on?
is Central
I
Mississippi
guess it's coming through that.
Through what?
Ik weiß nichts.
The camera?
Ik ben de Amerikaner-soldaat, ja? Verstehen?
Thank you, Mr. Dunn.
Sponsored by JTV.com.
Benny Thompson may hear us talk bad about him.
Celebration in the streets of Tehran. Iranians cheering after the country's clerics chose the Ayatollah Khamenei's son, Mushtaba, to replace him. He's considered even more hardline than his father, who was killed in the first wave of strikes. CBS's Matt Cutman spoke with Michael Eisenberg.
Did you see the thing I posted?
About what?
Since we do have a hot mic. About the Jesse Jackson son. Jesse Jackson's son came out and blasted Obama and everybody for being a part, not at the funeral, of turning it into a political event. It just goes to show you, and they're saying it's the death of the Democratic Party.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's
You
funny.
got to go see. I reposted it on my site.
Whoever ordered the strike was using outdated intelligence from when the
We gotta do something with that camera. It's too low.
For its part, the White House says no conclusion has yet been drawn, and
It sees too much stuff.
false for anyone to claim otherwise. Vicky Barker, CBS News. Thanks to more oil and gas prices.
Sees from here down. It sees the middle.
Energy infrastructure, oil and gas depots in Iran, but also all around the Gulf. So lots of Middle Eastern countries saying, well, there's no point us, increasing our output or continuing with our output if nothing is getting through the
That's
Straits
better.
or losing.
Not much.
More better.
Now you don't.
Dawn, if y'all look at her
Now you run
on the hot mic, I want to tell y'all, if you're looking at her, what you see is brunch.
Brunch.
We had a good day yesterday. You
There
see the
were
number?
hours-long wait
Mhm.
times at Hobby Airport in
Much
Houston
better.
and Louis Armstrong International in
Gotta
New
be
Orleans.
open for breakfast and lunch.
Correspondent Chris Van Cleve.
What it means for flyers, uncertain. Based on
One more
past
day.
shutdowns,
And we take the day off. And then
We're gonna get on it tomorrow.
you and I, when we get off, we're gonna go.
When we get off, we're going to my stretch class.
Y'all, she has to go stretch.
And then I gotta take stuff to the counter for payroll, and then I'll be back. We can do what we need to do.
I'm gonna go out and shake about 1,250 hands this morning because I got about that many push cards to push out there.
Yeah.
Hoorah.
1969, with his anti-war message, has died.
You're
He
getting
was
excited?
84. His wife says he was
No.
suffering from Parkinson's.
No, running for office, there's no excitement in election day.
Yeah.
And the anxiety at the end of the day is just.
Great jewelry looks. Find
Yeah.
them at Jewelry Television.
Yeah.
New customers get $20
You know,
off
it's a-
purchases of
it's a pain.
$99 or more
Yeah.
at JTV.com.
And the agony of defeat is a different animal.
Yeah, your feet beats hurting if you really put in the shoe leather.
You what?
The
He said something
defeat,
about your feet be hurting.
Yeah.
The agony of defeat.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and you go to every one of these polling places. And tomorrow, the Republican Party, if the county of Madison County does not have each one of its Republican districts open, I won't be in shock.
Yeah. So we gotta do that tomorrow.
Go to each polling precinct. Oh yeah, it's my tradition.
Okay. Well, that'll be fun.
There's nothing fun about it.
It'll be fun for me because it'll be a learning experience.
It's a learning experience.
You know, I was trying to pull up a list. I used to be able to do it. I couldn't find it last night of all the polling places in the second congressional district, so I can print it out.
Well, the funny thing about it is the Republicans could have decided to only have 2 polling precincts in each. They could have changed the rules.
Didn't care for those storms Saturday? Well, more are possibly on the way. Today's high is 79. The chance for thunderstorms, 60%. Another chance for storms tonight with a low at 65. Tuesday, mostly cloudy and 83. With news on 1039 WIAB, I'm Chris Davis. 2 more rounds of stormy weather are possible. The first today and then more Wednesday. The National Weather Service has already placed much of the state, including this area, under a level 2 or slight risk for damaging winds and large hail this afternoon and evening as the frontal boundary, which triggered Saturday storms, moves back to the north as a warm front. Then Wednesday, another cold front will bring more storms, and a larger part of the state will be under a level 2 risk. Both storm systems could produce hail as big as golf balls, and the Weather Service is not ruling out the possibility of tornadoes. Some of the worst damage from Saturday's storms in the metro was reported in Byram, where several trees fell, and that included on some power lines. Energy workers were still working on getting some people's power back Sunday and even this morning, but damage was not confined to Byram. Flooding was reported in Madison and Clinton during the storms. A man whose car keys were found on the bank of the Mississippi River in Natchez at the port is still missing, and his family and police are asking you to be on the lookout. His name is Cornelius Elijah Allen, and he was reported missing in February from Covington County, but his car was found abandoned February 26th at D.A. Big Lane
Because
Oh,
they
Road and
float up
Canal
right there
Street
at the
in
end.
Natchez. Mississippi's average price for gas is the highest it's been in a long time. It's right at $3 for a gallon of regular, says Gas Buddy. More news in 1 hour on 1039 WIAB. I'm Chris Davis.
And good Monday morning. with an issue that is out there.
Well, that's our civic duty.
Right.
Tomorrow's election day. And you know, Chip, probably less than 25% of the electorate will show up in the 2nd Congressional District to vote.
Don't even get me started on that.
Well, you know, there's about 400,000 voters, and I bet you the turnout for all elections, whether we're talking Democrat or Republican, will probably be around 60,000 or less voters will show up.
And the sad thing is, there's a lot of things going on. There was a news story or something. You just recently received an endorsement.
That's correct.
From who?
Veterans for America First.
Okay. Veterans for America First.
And they're also associated with Veterans for Trump.
Okay. And that group is supporting you now because?
Well, I have to guess that, you know, it has something to do with my opponent who came out and made a statement in a robo-text that he was a combat vet.
And he is stolen valor. He is right there with Tim Walz now.
Yeah.
And that is something that could be held against him when he's running against.
And a general election, I think that could be a real killer.
Plus, if he runs against Benny, he's running against a known communist. So
well, that's true. that all fits together.
It all works out.
It's kind of the same animal.
And I don't understand that. As y'all do know, the Chip Matthews Show is endorsing Ron Eller for Congress in the Republican primary. Just letting you know. And if you need my choice in the Democratic primary, anybody but Benny Thompson. There's 2 Bennies in there. Anybody but Benny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's that. And of course, we had a great weekend this weekend on the Gulf of Beethoven's.
We did.
Okay.
We did.
But you know, since I have made myself the exalted supreme leader of the Gulf and the Gulf region that we have there, I've got something that I need everybody to do tomorrow. This has to do with vote.
Mm-hmm.
We are starting our own Beethoven's Navy.
We are.
Yes, we are. We're going to have our own Navy.
Yes.
Okay. And then to join, you must bring in your I voted sticker.
Awesome.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to ask you that I need to bring my canoe.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you don't need a canoe yet. I'm the captain of these ships, the supreme leader.
Well, you know, speaking of that, I think we have a watch party tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
Beethoven's
I was going to say that. Tomorrow night is the watch party for Ron Eller. And of course, he carried Benny Thompson into the late rounds in the general election last year. But the Republican establishment could have helped get that over the top, but they didn't.
Well, I'd like the RNC there at the national level to get involved.
Oh, yeah.
If you think about this, if they put any effort in behind this, then that would take money away from other national races for the Democrats to defend this seat.
Yes.
And that could be a game changer in other elections as well as this one here.
So tomorrow, after y'all vote, keep your I voted sticker, bring it out to the restaurant, and we will let you join the Beethoven's Navy. Of course, once you join, you will get a picture of your enlistment on the wall. Oh, you laugh.
I'm listening.
Okay. You'll get your picture on the
This is
wall.
not a wall of shame. This is a wall of pride.
And you'll get a picture with Dawn on the wall. How about that? We'll take it a step
Delta
further.
Dawn.
Yeah. You like that?
I don't know so much about that.
And then, of course, you will get all the benefits of being in the Navy.
Okay.
So that means they can come in and help them off the floor, squat the decks. I'm working on that.
Didn't the village people do a song about this?
In the Navy?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think it was about the same time Macho Man came out by them.
And YMCA. They only had one good album,
Yeah.
allegedly, if you want to call it good. But anyway.
Well, it was a fun album.
But anyway, today, I can't tell you to go vote because today is the only day in the election cycle that you can't vote.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once they start the absentee voting, you can vote, but that ended Saturday at noon. So now, election day is tomorrow. Polls open at 7 a.m. They close at 7 p.m. And if you're in line, you can stay long. Please carry your ID And those of you that cheat, please carry your ID, because I'm tired of people, the system being, you got that 10-day after the election that all kind of things could occur. I'm not saying that people cheat in elections. I'm just saying people cheat in elections. Okay? I'm just saying.
Remember, this is your civic duty.
It is
Get
your
out
civic.
there and vote.
Also, in the news that I saw, and I reposted on my Facebook page, I saw where Jesse Jackson's son has come out blasting Democrats. And some people say it's the end of the Democratic Party, where they're blasting Democrats for having Obama go first and open the door to making it a political rally inside a man's funeral. And they're saying it is the death nail that is in the Democratic Party that will run most people off. And the youth movement, which I've been saying for years, that it's getting to where the youth do not see race anymore. Only the older folks, have the race in there, the race debate going on. But he talked about race. He talked about Republicans and Democrats. And
Obama did?
no.
Oh, the son did?
The son did in his post. And there's several other people that have come out making comments on it. And I find it interesting that people are stepping up and saying, hey, I'm tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the whole world is getting tired of the politicians in charge. And I see it coming. I'm sure the politicians say, Chip, you're just full of hooey.
Well, they have their rose-colored glasses on and blinders with that.
Well, and I don't think they call it hooey that they say I'm full of. Good morning, Richard Hammock, Joe Cook. What's all the stolen valor candidates these days, even Noam's replacement? Well,
What was that question again?
Joe Cook. What with all the stolen valor candidates these days, what even Noam's replacement? I don't believe he was in the military. The new
Wilson.
guy. Yeah.
No, Wilson, he went to basic training, AIT.
Yeah.
Did less than a year, did not complete his service obligation.
Okay. That's different. But anyway, good morning, Andy Devine. Good morning, Lloyd Travis, Chris Lofton, Justin Dunn, Jeff Thomas, JC Dunn, Hot Mike. Okay. But anyway, I don't see Joe Lynn this morning.
I haven't seen Joe Lynn in a long while.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, or Debbie Bergansky this morning.
You see
James
Debbie
Roger.
this morning?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No. But anyway, y'all, great weekend, great political day. There's a lot going on in the world. We're going to get back and talk about Iran, Iraq, the new Ayatollah, which if you were the son of the Ayatollah, that would make you what? Next man up?
I guess so.
The next man up. Trump's got a bomb for you. Trump's got a bomb for
Yeah,
you.
the news broadcasters keep pushing his son as the next leader.
I
I just don't believe that President Trump is allowing that.
Well, well, the thing is, it's not what he allows and what the people. I mean, he'll let the people pick.
But they're not going to.
But I saw a news article, and we'll talk about this more when we come back from the break.
When somebody's holding your gun to your head, you will vote this way.
That's what I'm saying. But the people.
But what I saw in the news, where they're talking about what Trump has done is changed the game historically across the world. And we're going to talk about that when we get back. Right here on the all-important greatest show on the earth. And, a show that I really, really, really endorse and like. The Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie and Ron Eller sitting in on WYAB. And Ron Eller sitting in. And I guess that's the hot one.
How you turn that off?
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually.
Hi, my name is Presley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance
see
may
it?
help protect your savings and give you
Yeah.
more options and peace of mind as you age. Learning how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Presley Pierce, online today at
All your
MadisonPlans.com.
life?
That's
I didn't know
MadisonPlans.com.
John went in the military.
When you feel like your
And,
business is
that
drowning in
circle with the numbers in it,
compliance
dots,
issues, it's
you're
time
supposed
to
to read
call
the number.
People
I
Lease. Let
remember
People Lease
that
take care
day
of the
so
busy
well.
work so that you can
Yeah.
save
First time I
valuable
ever saw
time
it,
and focus on what
first time.
really matters.
Is what
Growing
number
your
you
business.
see.
People
I
Lease
laughed
is
at
based in
myself.
Bridgeland,
I
so
know
you're
this is a
always dealing with
psychological
local
test. There's
professionals
no
who will
number in that
actually
circle.
understand your
He
business
looked at
and
it,
its
he looked
needs.
at me,
Join
he traced
thousands
that
of
and said,
satisfied
14.
clients who
We have
trust People
14
Lease to
cars.
simplify their
Control.
employee administration.
Anytime,
Visit
same thing.
peoplelease.com. That's
Son,
peoplelease.com.
You're only
to
second
learn.
person in
Hi,
30
Wade
plus
here.
years I've
Are
been
you
working
craving
at
a
the
home cooked
Cleveland,
meal
Ohio
without the
Met
house?
Station.
Come on to
That didn't get
McBee's
a
Bar
single
and Grill
one.
in Richmond for the
You
Blue
have no
Plate
color.
lunch special.
Yeah.
Served up every weekday.
What are you
McBee's
talking
is a
about?
different entree
It's a
every
psychological
day.
test. He
Spaghetti
laughed
on
at me.
Monday,
I said, no,
beef
son,
tip
this is
Tuesday,
about
pork
color
chop
vision.
Wednesday,
You don't
spaghetti
see any
Thursday,
color.
and kick
So-
French fries. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch.
Let me
comes with
explain to you what the
classic
problem
southern
is in
sides
your
and
running
cornbread
for office.
or McBee's specials are served
Benny is
every day
black.
from 11 to 2. McBee's.
No way.
Since
Well,
1980.
you remember Steve Martin in
At
the dirt?
Sunkist Tanning
Uh-huh.
Wellness on Highway 49 in Flora.
I'm
Well,
Nathan
specialize in
Johnson.
providing
Yeah,
exclusive
with the
tanning
Optigraph.
services and premium beauty
We-
products
that's-
for women.
That's
Our
second time this year OptiGraph has come up on this show.
Offer expert advice and
I brought
create a
it. You were
personalized
talking about my
experience.
nose.
At
That's
Sunkist
the
Tanning
OptiGraph.
Wellness, step
Yeah.
into our oasis
Yeah,
and
we
let us
talked about
illuminate your beauty. Ask about our membership
y'all make-
program. Find us
And
on
when the
Facebook
phone
at
book,
Sunkist
and when the
Tanning
phone book
Wellness
comes
or
out,
online at
when your phone book's
He's gonna be famous. Name's
I'm
Brent.
somebody. The phone book's in. You never.
Service and rentals.
You know,
are
I
all-
don't-
And that man hates
It's
cans.
not. It's a movie.
I don't go to the movies.
That's what you need.
You can get it on the TV box these days. That movie's
Hometown
20 plus
Hardware
years
carries
I
top
don't.
brands
I don't
like
like. I
Hustler,
don't watch
Steel,
television.
and Milwaukee.
I don't sit
Hometown
in front of
You,
the
Hardware
you
TV.
don't watch The View or any of those?
Paint match.
She
I
is the
listen
view.
to. I listen to Fox.
Paint filling.
I mean,
I'm working, and that's
Look
it.
at it this way. She wound up on this show because she was searching for the news.
Hello, I'm Gary.
And somebody good looking to watch it. And she found me.
Your passion for the land, and just like you,
Hey,
LS
There is no reason to cut the TV on ever
He's
again.
just looking.
LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the
That's
tractor
good.
store
Is that
in
what cups of
Richmond to
coffee?
experience
That's good,
the
yeah.
LS difference. The
Really
tractor
has
store in Richmond.
Well,
What's he telling me?
Looking to
Good
make
morning.
technology work for your business instead of the
I
other way
haven't
around?
had
Visit
Henry his last couple of
brentech.ms
address
today.
for it this
From
morning.
reliable
Let us
network
trust in
infrastructure
God
and wireless
better
internet to
judgment
cloud
set us
or
right
on-premise
hereafter.
backups,
United we
BrentTech
stand,
has
divided we
solutions that
fall.
keep your
Let us
business
not split into
connected,
factions,
secure,
which
and
must
running
destroy
smoothly.
the union
Don't let
upon
tech
which our
headaches
existence
slow you down.
hangs.
Discover
us
how
preserve our
BrentTech can
strength
simplify
and
and
for
elevate your
whoever else
business
shall
at
dare to invade our
brentech.ms.
territory and
That's
not exhaust ourselves on
brentech.ms.
civil
BrentTech,
promotions and
technology
testimonials.
made easy.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready
You
know who
appliances,
Patrick Henry is?
Noah Sullivan,
That's March 4th,
H&H Chief Sales and
1799.
Carthage.
He was
From rugged
a
big tex trailers to durable
military
CM and
guy,
Leatherneck
wasn't
truck beds,
Navy.
H&H
Navy.
has what your truck needs to work harder and last
But
longer.
you know that
For the
state,
field,
United we
H&H
stand,
carries
divided we
reliable
fall.
ag equipment
That's
from
right.
Salford,
All my
New
life.
Leader, and
That's
Chapin.
That's
Visit
Sonny and
H&H
Cher
Chief
did
Sales and
something
Carthage
like
today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com.
And the
That-
Brotherhood of Men.
Quality equipment, knowlegeable service, and solutions that
Old
work as
Sonny
hard
got
as you.
himself killed running into a tree.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard round the world and in all of free America. All of free America. And look, they were talking about today in the news. This is something I want to get discussed. And Ron, you tell me what you think. All these, okay, they're talking about the Muslims that are in office
Mm-hmm.
who align with Iran.
Then that's treason.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
And
like Benny Thompson being a member of the Communist Party.
Right. Which our legislature's been fine with that for 33 years,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because he's been a member from the get-go.
Yeah.
But because he moved the home office from where?
The Republic of New Africa from Detroit to Bolton, Mississippi.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, but
insurrection.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes it'll be someday they'll put up a guard station there where you'll have to shoot to go into the Republic of New Africa. But anyway, but when you think of the Iranians that are in office in America, and they're talking about there's several there's what, 3 or 4 in the Senate, or 2 in the Senate and 4 in the House, or something like that.
I'm not sure. The number.
It's something like that. Then of course you have the mayor of New York.
Mm-hmm.
These people, it's a slow infiltration into the country, and where you go back to World War II and you think about the camps they put up for Chinese and this, that, and the other. We're moving slower on something that I think we should move faster on with these people. You know, these people, we don't have to put them in encampments, but we can say, you're not qualified to be in office. It's time to go home.
Well, either you support the American way of life or you don't.
And
I don't care what your religion is, what your background is.
And they need to pass a law. Dual citizenship does not get you
carte blanche.
Well, these people, most of them have dual citizenship, and they're elected to office.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense. How can you pledge allegiance to America?
You cannot serve 2 masters. I can
No, you cannot. You cannot. That's how I come out have a harem. No, I'm just kidding. Because I'm the master of my domain. But that's another story altogether. I don't feel it's going to be a legitimate election due to the issues of election workers' issues. Well, you know, that is
a major concern.
That is a major concern. And then, of course, in Hinds County, the next question is, since the parties are handling the election, you would think that the Republican Party knows what they're doing. And you saw the new Democrat party chairman for Hinds County made the comment when he was saying, we don't know what we're doing, we don't know what we're doing. Then at the end, he kind of reached over the aisle and pulled the Republicans in to make sure everybody said it, both sides didn't know what they were doing. But that's because they have opted, the election commissions, the elected election commissions have opted out, and all they had to do was get a contract with the parties. And I don't know. My next question is, are the parties, when they request it, are they required to do it if the election commission asks? That's a good question, because the deal is, you got to have, if you don't have a fair primary, how can you have a fair general election? Now, the general election will be handled by the election commission. That's in November.
Yes, sir.
But the one being handled now is being handled by the party. So when you go in there and you're a Republican, it's on Mike Hurst.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's on the Republican leadership in the state, which would be also on the governor. Good morning, Billy Hudson. But that, I mean, people don't understand how confusing and how awful a lot of this stuff is. Okay, police are looking for suspects in deadly shooting tied to dispute in Jackson. Imagine that.
Terry McDowell Road involved in that?
Let me see. 600 block North Point Parkway. That's in North Jackson.
Yeah.
Right there by where they closed the Waffle House, that area. No. North Point is all the way up to County Line Road, isn't it? That's up at County Line in Old Canton. On the edge of Ridgeland. Ridgeland, you're going to have to build a wall. Instead of pennies for the park, we're going to have to build a wall. You know, you don't hear any people talking about building a wall anymore.
No.
That's just, you know, Democrats just thought, the Trump's lost his damn mind. But, you know, they realize the country's overrun. And only people that want the illegals to vote are the current established politicians.
Well, you know, I'm not so sure that they really want them to vote. I think sometimes it has to do with census numbers. And that's why so many places want to be a sanctuary city, state.
Well, yeah,
because then your numbers go up, and that allows you to have more
senators and more House members.
Well, more Congress members.
House members, yes. I mean,
you only get 2 senators.
Right. Well, yeah.
But then that takes us back to the 17th Amendment. Should they be appointed or should they be elected?
Well, I think the election of them, elected on the senators. Now, the other side of that is technically in Mississippi, everybody is appointed.
Mhm.
I mean, because everybody that has been appointed gets reelected.
Well, that goes back to the issue why we probably need to really consider term limits.
And then the establishment, which I got in a conversation about that. Somebody said, they were discussing, Chip, you don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about on this appointment in the establishment. No, you move up or move on. I'm with Trump. Trump has set this up to clear the swamp. And he's not just clearing the Democrats, y'all. He's going to clear the Republicans too. He wants that term limit deal in place.
You mean we wouldn't have a Mitch McConnell?
We wouldn't have that. The government. I mean, America works when it can breathe, and the Constitution is a living, breathing document. And as we rotate people through the government, it breathes. And it can change with time. That's what it's about. It's not about this or that. And then we have the guidelines of the Supreme Court that's supposed to keep it in the middle of the road to where things work as you look at the Constitution. But it should live and breathe, and rules and laws change, and that's the way it should be.
Correct.
There you go. That's good word there.
I got one word in.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, anyway, this radio program, the Chip Matthews Show, is brought to you by
The Pierce Professional Agency. And did you know that the best time to purchase long-term care insurance is in your 50s to early 60s while in good health? Approval rates drop from 80% in your 50s and to nearly 50% in your early 70s. The longer you wait, the higher your insurance. So find Cressley Pierce at MadisonPlans.com and click on schedule a meeting. The conversation is easy, and his team has helped hundreds of clients.
There you go. I saw him.
It's a pre-need issue.
Yes, it is. I mean, otherwise they're going. If you don't make plans, then the things that you own, like you get inside that, what is it, 6-month circle? You can't. If you were to pass away, or need to go into a home or something, and you hadn't made plans, then you can't sell your house because the government's got a first dibs in case you go on Medicaid. How does that work?
You can sell the house. You can sell your home, but they will use all that money up to secure your health care, your long-term care. And at, $7,000, $9,000 a month, if it's two of y'all, that only lasts, not very long.
That's right.
So this long-term care health just fills in. It protects your home, and it gives you
peace of mind.
It gives you the money that you need, the funds. Plus, it's a death benefit, so it works in multiple scenarios.
Okay, on the subject of congressmen, for just a moment, Andy Devine says, "I'd rather draft congressmen out from the phone book and one term and done. We have enough population to do that." Well, Andy Devine, you tell me where I'm going to find a phone book. We were talking about that. There is no new phone book, is it?
I haven't seen one in a long time.
Yeah, you're showing your age, Andy.
It's like trying to find a payphone to drop a quarter, man.
Yeah.
To call someone that cares.
Well, back in the day, I used to go out and I would give a girl a dime, 10 cents. I said, "Call me when you get old enough. Call me when you're ready to go out with me." Nowadays, these girls are running around with these dimes. I know they're watching me online, and they're going, they think I'm cheap. If you find me, I'll give you the other 15 cents. But then you got to find a phone that'll take a quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's a phone. Oh, well.
Well, recently, my family and I, we were on vacation to Myrtle Beach, and I actually saw a payphone, and so I had to take a picture of it. My grandkids were like, "Well, what is that?"
Was it a full phone booth, or was it?
It was one of those kind of open
on
the pedestal.
See, and that's what killed Superman.
Yeah.
There was
Took
no
the phone booth away.
There was no place to change.
He only could change his shirt. The lower half was exposed. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Trip Matthews Show on WYAB. The Trip Matthews Show on
So where you going?
Well,
Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up.
Home
A
Depot
whole new
Lowe's
Acme
over
Pizza
here.
and Daiquiris is now
in,
open at the
North Jackson
Reservoir
area.
at Beethoven's Boardwalk in
those
Richland,
people
right
that
next door to Cock of the Walk.
Blue-collar kind of
The
guy.
new Acme
Yeah.
Pizza and Daiquiris will have
my
all of your
opponent,
old
he
favorites
ain't
too,
that.
like the Acme
He likes
Dynamite
to claim
Balls and
he's
Garlic Nuts, and the best specialty pizzas
It's
ever,
like the,
like the Pig,
claims
the
that, he
Sergeant
built this
Pepperoni,
oil
the
company.
Serpent Turf, and
Looked
lots
it up.
more.
It was
Come to the
established in
all-new Acme
1976.
Pizza and
He was born in
Daiquiris location
62,
on
so
the
that
Res in
makes
Richland,
sense.
next door to Cock of the Walk.
No, the math doesn't add up.
Shelter insurance?
So do you feel like
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Well, there's a lot of
Not
say,
sure.
Does the
established
deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a
Well,
customized
money.
plan that fits our
Because
needs?
he has money.
Let's
Yeah.
just call the local shelter agent.
That's the,
For insurance that fits
So
just
what can
right.
money do
Find
for
a
them?
shelter agent near you.
well,
Located
Yeah,
in Richland and
maybe money.
Flora, come see me,
And,
Jamie Creel, Shelter
they're probably
Insurance.
looking at it. You know, you can probably provide.
The party don't care if he
Road
wins.
trip season again.
They
Is
just
your
want us
vehicle
to-
ready?
Right.
Take your vehicle to Green's Tire and Auto on
That's
Bridgewood
all
Road
that
in
is.
Richland.
I mean, what it is.
Well, you had that discussion
before
with
you head out of town.
whoever
Don't
that
get
guy
stranded while you're away from home.
yesterday.
Preventative maintenance
that we
is
always
your
talking
PG
about?
at Green's Tire and
Yeah.
Auto.
Oh, yeah.
And
No.
if your check engine light is already on,
Don't say
then
that.
Green's Tire and Auto will tell what's wrong and get it fixed. Before you start your road trip,
But I
take your
mean,
car to
the
Green's Tire and
the
Auto,
reality
Bridgewood
is,
Road.
if you've got money, they may not be for you,
CBS News brief.
but they're gonna want you. They like your dead president.
Celebrations in the streets of Tehran after the
Even your dead
Ayatollah
Secretary of
Khamenei's son
State.
was named to replace him.
And there are two Secretary of
CBS's
States.
Nicole Killian is
on
in
money.
Washington.
President Trump says he's not happy, and we'll see what happens in a pair of interviews when
What-
he was asked about Iran's new leader,
When,
Mojtaba Khamenei.
It appears the U.S. may
Ben
have been
Franklin was
behind the
Secretary of
deadly
State, or
strike
was
on
he
a girls' school in Iran that killed
Was
more
he a
than
Secretary of
100.
State, Ben Franklin?
CBS's Vicki Barker. For its part, the White House says no conclusion has yet been drawn, and quote, it is
Yeah,
both
the title.
irresponsible
Yeah,
and
he
false
did.
for anyone to
I'm having a senior moment.
Oil and gas prices are soaring.
But, here in the news, they were talking about Iran.
California are paying an
Uh,
average of
yesterday,
$5 a
our,
gallon.
It's outrageous.
Preacher
There's a
for
lot of
Pine
everything
Lake
going
was,
on. Mixed
on
like
Iranian.
pies,
And they had a
and
little
they're pretty
Iranian
high
girl
right
on
now.
Prices
singing and
at the
stuff,
pump
talking
are about
about,
50 cents a
the
gallon
growing Christian
higher
religion
than they
in
were
Iran.
ago nationwide.
Apparently,
CBS
Iran
News
has the
I'm Deborah
fastest growing
Rodriguez.
Christian population
Kim Wade
in the
here.
world.
Spring is in the air.
Underground.
Temperatures are on the rise, requiring us to run the AC
Found out.
stop. Don't
The
let those
execute
days sneak up
basically.
on you. Call Pure Air Consultants today for your
I have
spring
an
inspection
Iranian
on your
friend,
AC system. Pure
but
Air
if he goes
Consultants, your
home,
go-to green
they'll
pro
murder
partner
him.
that can get the
Well, it
job
was kind
done
of
and
funny
have you
when
resting in
this
comfort.
little girl was
No
singing
time
and
at all.
stuff. I know
Locally
a
owned
lady
and operated,
part of the
Green
royal family.
Pure Air Consultants to the rescue.
Got out
Contact
there
Pure Air
in the
Consultants
70s
today
when all that
online
went
at
down. And she
mypureconsultants.com.
texted me.
That's
during that. And I
mypureconsultants.com.
was like, oh
The
my God.
Tri-County Academy of
Because it went off on my watch and I looked down and I saw that name and I was like,
Enhance with the Tri-County
man,
Academy
this is
Booster
chilling.
Club.
yeah. So
And
I
be
sent her
rebel by
a
getting
link.
involved in volunteering as a
might,
booster.
have
Your
her,
involvement is the
stuff
generator
on
for
mine
fundraisers,
and stuff. I
facility
said,
upgrades,
"Let's
equipment,
do
uniforms,
service
and
later
all of the
today."
needs. Tri-County Athletics thrives in part
Contact her
because
back.
of our
That was
TCA
so
boosters.
good.
Join today by calling the
That's
TCA
great.
main
She
office
says,
at
God is good.
601-879-5517 and help the Rebels continue the championship
She
tradition.
doesn't, she knows she
Got
has family
electrical
left there, but has no
Marty
idea.
Cowden and Cowden
Can't get in
Electric
touch
are here
with
for
her.
you.
Yeah.
Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home
Yeah.
rewiring are just the
Funny,
start of
funny
what Cowden
stuff.
Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction. No job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com
And then
today
I'll
to
also
see all
go
that
out,
they do.
put out
Cowden
signs
Electric,
at all
powering your
places
home
I can
and
find.
business.
That you can find. Are we doing starting lunch tomorrow? We talk about it up there.
We're not starting lunch tomorrow.
All right.
We'll talk about it when we get to work today.
And here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard around the world and all over the place, even in the Gulf of Beethoven's Reservoir.
We had a nice turnout for brunch this
Yes,
weekend.
yes. And look, we're just easing into it. We're going to get fancy at some point. Right now, it's
Well, I
like,
don't know. That's ribeye and eggs. That's pretty fancy, brother.
Yeah, it is. I mean, well, it's real ribeye.
Yeah, that's why.
It's like
It's not Waffle House. Ribeye.
It's Waffle House on steroids.
Yeah.
It's Waffle House if it was real food. Other than the eggs, they have real eggs at Waffle House. Beyond that, and then we got a biscuit,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had red eye gravy, and we had some
Sausage
regular
gravy.
sausage gravy. And somebody
Pancakes.
said, "How long you make that up?" He whips it up right there when it's time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Everything's fresh.
everything's fresh. Steaks, pizza, biscuits,
The burger and fries.
burgers and fries.
I like your fries.
And Dawn's sitting over there looking at me right now, going, "We're going to start doing lunch tomorrow."
Yes.
No, I say it's coming this week,
Okay. We'll
We
start
got-
it up Thursday. I'll be gone.
unless Dawn's going to come wait the tables.
I can do that.
Not if you're gone. I'm gone like Dawn. That's what they say.
Yeah.
That is it.
I'm going on my first camping trip in my new RV this weekend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh, excited.
I'm driving it.
Mhm.
Me and Charlie.
Mhm.
It
Char-
ought to be interesting.
Charlie's her dog. Okay. Probably drives much better.
Well, there's a Bentley out there with some white paint from a pickup truck on the side. That's all I got to say.
Well, that one out there, the Bentley, it was in a hailstorm.
Storm, yeah.
Hailstorm. Okay.
But that doesn't claim the white paint that's down the side.
From a pickup truck.
That's not white paint. That's bird to doo. It hadn't been washed in years. But anyway. So this weekend out at the Beethoven's, we're going to go ahead and say this at the Scooby's part.
Mm-hmm. Who we have playing?
Naked Sunday this Saturday.
Naked Sunday this Saturday.
How you like that?
Huh.
I forgot who's playing Sunday. And I forgot who's playing Friday. But anyway,
We get old too.
I'll figure it out. But we're fixing to have music from wall to wall on the weekends.
Mhm.
We'll actually beginning at like 3:00 on Friday. We'll have music 3:00 Friday to midnight, and then Saturday noon to midnight,
Mhm.
and then Sunday noon to about 9:37.
That's what I'm talking about.
9:37.
Yes, sir. If it's gonna crank that reservoir up.
And we're fixing to show you what it's all about. And then with that extra hour, y'all, many of you are sitting out there going, "I lost it. There's an hour missing somewhere." Yes, you lost an hour.
You'll get it back in November. You'll find it in November. Like, You
I
called me.
thought-
You called me at 5:00 yesterday morning just to tell me you lost an hour's sleep.
Yeah, I went in your office and couldn't find it anywhere.
You'll find it in November.
I hope so.
That's too soon anyway.
You're probably one that same thing to just leave it the same all the time. Let's just
I
leave
am.
it here.
This right here.
I always like getting my hour back.
Well, if they take it away, it's like everything else. You never get it back.
That's why you should always get it back. It's just like taxes.
Yeah.
You take my money and you spend all my money. Oh, it's like having a wife. The government, see that? There you go. There you go. That's how we get rid of the government. You can't do it. You can't be married twice in America. You can't be married to two people.
The Mormons can.
No, they can't.
Well,
Not
they
legally.
do.
Not legally.
But they do.
Well, I mean, the government does all kind of things they're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be married to two people. And
Okay.
the government is going to be in first place because they want the taxes.
So what does this have to do with a woman?
It has a whole lot to do with the woman. It has to do with spending money.
Yeah.
You know, America probably would need less tax dollars if women would just,
If those legislators would quit acting like women and spending it all.
but they used to be
Is that
much,
what you're saying?
they used to be much better before we let women into Congress, right?
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm not going, this
I
is a
don't
debate
think
I
so.
do not want to have. Because
that's why I was staying very quiet.
Because right now, I would say our best representative in Madison County is Jill Ford.
That's right.
Jill Ford is the best, and she's doing a great job. And I support everything. And I mean, she comes out.
She's got courage.
She has absolute
Lots
courage.
of courage.
She comes out and says what she voted against, what she voted for. And then when she votes for something she didn't really like, she explains that.
She's a stand.
But she doesn't vote for a lot of things that she doesn't really like. And that and
she has common sense.
Common sense.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking about that.
And she votes along the lines of her constituents.
See, that's weird. This morning I was thinking about common sense on the way to work and Thomas Paine and how I could make my mark in history by writing a book, Common Sense Part 2. The pain story and the pain of the pump and the pain of all the things we go through. And if the government had common sense, we could get a lot of things done.
Absolutely.
Now, common sense actually came before the Constitution, right? Yeah. Speak on it. You've got the brain power on all this.
I think about these things a lot. It's like, people can't figure out. They want to use July 4th, 1776 as our birthday, but actually it's April 19th, 1775. That is the Battle of Lexington and Concord.
Right.
That battle was fought for two reasons. It was fought over taxation, and it was fought over what became the Second Amendment, because the king wanted to seize cannons that the populace owned. And when you start looking across things, there's a lot of stuff that's untold. Did you know in the Battle of Lexington and Concord, there was a black man that fought in that battle named Prince Estabrook? He was wounded in that battle. He was, quote, a slave.
But but here's my thing there, Ron. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Now, so you're going all the way back and you're being the wrong kind of politician on this.
Yeah.
There is no black and white.
Well, I agree with that, because it's not a red America, blue America, white America, black America. We're all Americans, and we have to be united for that common good. Patrick Henry talked about that in his last public address.
Right.
That was March 4th, 1799. Let us trust in God and our better judgment to set us right hereafter. United we stand, divided we fall. Let us not split into factions that will destroy the union upon which our existence hangs. Let us preserve our strength, and for whoever shall invade our territory, and not exhaust ourselves on civil commotions and intestine wars. Right now, we have a lot of identity politics going on that has us fighting amongst ourselves.
Right.
They're trying to keep us divided. It's time to forget Republican, Democrat, white, black. We have to be united for the common good and stand together.
Exactly.
Amen.
Yes. And I guess that means women can be in politics.
We are.
Because we can't be. Oh, you are.
Well, I would, there is a need for all of us. It's a big shift.
Well, let's put it this way.
And if you look, even the Bible talked about that. Books of Luke and Matthew. And, also, if we looked at Acts 17:26, from one man, he built all nations. So we're all the same. Trust me. I'm working in cardiac and thoracic surgery a long time in my life. I've seen a lot of people from the inside out, and we're all the same on the inside, brother.
And I bet a lot of people in cardiac surgery, I would guess the biggest thing you see that a lot of people don't do on a regular basis is pray.
Yes.
When they come in, it's neutralized at that point.
It's kind of like being in the foxhole. There are no atheists in the foxhole. And I'll tell you what, walking into cardiac surgery, there ain't a patient out there that's an atheist. They all start like, hey, am I going to be okay? Is God going to take care of me?
I mean, that's it. A lot of people don't look at it that way. And I really wish today when you go, or tomorrow when you go into the polling place, you have God in your heart when you go in there and know that you're voting for people that are going to be godly and common sense in what they do.
Well, I talk about pharmacology, and we're not talking pH as in drugs. We're talking FA, farm logic. You need to use common everyday sense. You need to look at people that are like you. Myself, I'm a blue collar kind of guy. I punch a clock. I know what it is to have to try to put food on my table and pay my bills. There's a lot of people that run for office that just don't get that.
Well, a lot of people running for
and they claim to be like us, but they're not.
And it's sad that in politics, the people we elect, a lot of them aren't businessmen. A lot of them are family legacy people, or they're like,
I see a lot of lawyers.
To use the terminology, they're like when you get the guy that's the vice president at the bank. He knows somebody, plays golf with somebody. You know, that it's kind of, I mean, we've let politics get to that level to where we don't have, like Trump is a businessman. He understands that what you have to do, the sacrifices you have to make a business work. It's like you are a business woman. I am a businessman. And in our business, we have to look at what we're doing and make sacrifices. And a lot of people don't understand. They go, Chip, you just make all that money and blah, blah, blah. You're paying rent. You can let me come and set up my business right here with you. And you're just wrong if I let you do it for free. If you don't let me do it for free, it's not hurting you any.
There's a bottom line that you must pay up.
People don't understand that. People don't understand business sentiment and the greed. And the person I'm speaking of has a greed factor at 12 who wanted to be a part of us. And I was just going, you're just like the government, technically, because the politicians in government just want to take, and they don't understand that there's a give and take to the situation. You've got to look at everything from all aspects of life. And it's like our government just believes that if we can't afford it, we just add a tax. If we need it, we can know how to stay within our budget. We'll just tax you some more. Yep. That works. And if we can't tax you.
My opponent recently did that. He voted to raise property tax in Adams County 30%.
Ooh.
Does that sound like a Republican to you?
Well, no. I mean, and we don't have any Republicans in office. We have about, I would say, inside the state of Mississippi, there's about 7 Republicans that are real Republicans that work that are elected and work at the Capitol. Mm-hmm. Period. And guess what? Most of them are in statewide office. There's only one that I know of in statewide office, and his name is Shad White.
He's a good guy.
But these others, a lot of these people were in office when the money in lower offices below the governor's race, they were lieutenant governors and secretary of states and working in offices, and they were there when Nancy knew and them were stealing all this money. They were writing the checks to go in that direction. Lynn Fitch was the state treasurer. She had to know and
who was the governor?
It was the governor, Phil Bryant. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, surely you know who you're writing checks to.
Yep.
That's that. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. Summer sounds best on YAB.
You always wanted to be a singer, but you just can't get there.
That was a jingle back in the day. Summer sounds best on 62
WYAB. Have you thought about the cost of long-term care?
Well,
in Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Chris.
So how did you make it through the military
Long-term
with
care
not being
insurance
able to
may
see
help protect your
colors?
savings and give you more options and
Depends on
peace
what
of
your job
mind
is.
as you age.
Couldn't get a
Learn
job
how
in
planning ahead to
electronics, so
save
there
you
you
money
go.
and stress. Find me, Chris,
So he didn't see blood.
online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's
He just thinks they're leaking
MadisonPlans.com.
water.
Yeah.
Health has always been reactive,
I was
focused,
actually going in the Marine Corps.
as they happen.
Took my
But with
exam,
Blue
took my
Primary Care,
physical,
we're
and
taking
then
a proactive
and
approach,
I had
working
a
with
plan.
you
I was
to help
going to
you
go around and do
understand your health
a
and
few years
empowering you
and
to
get
be
out.
healthy.
I wanted to get a job where I could do something on the outside. So it's
Your
a
health
transferable skill.
and your life.
Everything they offered me at that point when I found out it couldn't see in color, I had to do with carrying a rifle. I said, I can't show that on the outside. My recruiter did not miss a lick. His brother was an army recruiter next town over.
Plus Pokemon.
I'm going to go see my brother and see what the army can do for you. Go in there. You know, put everything. So, man, you can do anything we have except for you know, this handicap.
Better ingredients.
I got a perfect job. Medical specialist. Medical specialist. Son, you're going to go to the hospital. You're going to be wearing a white uniform. Work with drugs and women. So let's open on this idea of being a medical specialist.
your
well,
healthcare needs
I go to
out of the
basic
park.
training,
City
and
Center
go to
Drugs.
AIT.
Hi, this is Mary
and,
Beth Hardy, owner of
the
City
bus
Center
rolls through
Drugs,
the
located
gate
at the
there,
District at East
Fort
Avery,
Sam
Jackson.
Houston, Texas,
City Center
4-lane
Drugs
road.
is your home run
There's a big sign
destination for
across the kind of a
prescriptions,
arch.
over-the-counter
Combat
medications,
medic. I came off that
vaccines, and
bus
even unique
as
gifts
a
with
DI
custom
drill
food wraps.
instructor.
Whether you're aiming to maintain a
and stuff,
healthy lifestyle or looking to
spoke up
sport
and
a
said,
perfect
drill
gift,
sergeant,
City Center
y'all sent
Drugs
me to the
has
wrong
got you
place.
covered.
What are you
Swing
talking
by
about, private?
today and experience
Said,
the winning
I got
team
a
at
contract
City
in my
Center
duffel
Drugs.
bag says
Visit
I'm
us
supposed to be a
online at
medical specialist.
citycenterdrugs.com
About
and
that
go
time,
Braves.
I got
Homeowners
beat
and
on
business
some
owners,
and
are your
knocked to the
gutters
ground.
and roof
You
storm ready?
stupid
The
son.
folks at Elite Roofing and Gutters are your
Medical
local
specialist is a
experts in
combat
storm
medic.
protection. The team is
Listen, Larry,
dedicated
I've been
to
lied to.
fortifying your residential or commercial
So I got a
location
rucksack and a
against
bottle of
the
aspirin.
elements. Now is the
So you
time
got to
for
be in
this.
MASH.
And
Yeah.
for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can
And,
withstand
pretty
any
rough.
storm.
A
Elite
few years
Roofing and
later, I
Gutters.
actually became a
Online
flight medic.
at
Spent a few years on a UH-1 helicopter. That's how I ended up in Egypt, Israel, Sinai Peninsula, Gaza.
Bank of Yazoo, we believe that
and
common
then I
sense
came back,
makes for better
got
banking.
sent me
That's
to
why we've taken
paramedic
our array
school,
of checking accounts
and
and
ended up
simplified them
stationed
for
in
you,
Germany.
boiling down
Germany,
features and benefits
re-enlisted, went
to
to
create
West
our
Point.
new you,
At West Point,
achieve
I,
you, benefit
my
you,
very first
and
day there,
protect you checking
I
account.
checked in
Ready to
in the
discover
ER.
how
I got
simple
an
is
ambulance going
better?
out, and they put
Talk
me in
with
that
us
ambulance.
today. Bank
There
of
was a heart
Yazoo,
attack happening
Bank
at
of
the
you. Member
hotel
FDIC
that
and
they
Equal
have on
Housing
West
Lender.
Point. We can get in there
Where
and
do you stand
actually
in the pro-life
coded the
community?
guy,
If
intubated
you're
him himself,
passionate
got
about
to the
protecting the
ER,
sanctity
and
of
it was
life
the first time they ever
sterilization,
actually had
national
somebody
death,
come in
please
from the
join
field,
us at Pro-Life Mississippi
completely
as we make a
lined
difference
out and
to save
everything,
lives
and
right
he
here in our
survived.
own
And
state.
they were like,
Pro-Life
how did, where
Mississippi
did
is a
you learn to do
community
these
of
things?
individuals
And,
dedicated
they
to
sent me to
equipping
ACLS and
others
stuff,
to value
and,
all human
that
life,
day they fired
including
the
the
guy that
newborn,
ran the
those
ambulance
with
service.
disabilities,
You're in
and the
charge of
So did
elderly.
you finish at
Our
West
mission
Point? No.
to
I never
provide
went to West Point
unwavering support,
As a
education,
student.
and
Biscuit
advocacy
Cube.
for the preborn,
And they said,
their
you are now in
families,
charge
and
of
other
all
vulnerable
emergency
children and
medicine
adults.
ambulance service
If you're just
here.
starting your pro-life
And
journey, or
we
you have
also
been an
ran
advocate
civilian
of life
programs there
for
too.
many
So,
years, Pro-Life Mississippi
Seward Army
needs your
Subpost,
voice
which is
and
a
talents to save
kind
lives
of
in
a
Mississippi.
housing area and things.
Together,
West
we can
Point
make
is
a
about
difference in
17
building a
miles away.
stronger
And
pro-life
it's an
Mississippi.
alternative
Learn more
landing
about
site for the
us
space
at
shuttle and the president.
prolifems.org.
Things
That's
come.
prolifems.org.
That's how I ended up working for
Be part
Reagan
of
and
the
Bush.
community that
Because when they
celebrates
would
each
fly
and
in,
every human life.
So what conflicts have you served in?
zero technically. Yeah. 20 years, 4 months. But, you know,
It is the Chip Matthews Show. I am, of course, Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie. He is Ron Eller,
hoorah.
who's running for Congress. And the primary is tomorrow. Nobody can vote today, but you can vote tomorrow morning, 7 a.m.
And it is your civic duty.
And a civic duty to do so. Okay.
Uncle Sam wants you there.
And that is a news story that is breaking. And we got it here that your opposition in the Republican primary, who's endorsed by some people that are part of the establishment, we'll say.
Well, I can't say he's endorsed, but they like him.
Well, I mean, they're working for him.
Mhm.
These people I'm thinking of, these are particular people that the party puts in place to, you know,
assist.
Well, we'll call it manipulate. But anyway, to get who they want in. But the reality is, you got a candidate that is going around saying he's a combat veteran, but is not.
Yes, sir.
How long was he even in the Army?
Well, my understanding
service.
of just under a year.
Okay, so he wasn't in there a year, but he's a combat veteran. There's a lot wrong with how long is basic training?
Well, he probably was in basic training, say 6 to 8 weeks,
Okay.
maybe 12, depending on what you're.
So they get you out of there quick, huh?
And then he went to AIT, Advanced Individual Training.
Yeah.
And my recollection is that was the 13 Echo, which is kind of a field artillery type of a
Right,
thing.
right.
That's another couple months. So,
So even
he wasn't out of training very long.
he wasn't training very long.
If at all.
And at some point there, I guess he was just looking to find a way out. Because if you leave within a year, that's, you know.
You did not, as far as I'm concerned, complete your service obligation.
There you go. But anyway, so that's that. Y'all get out and vote tomorrow. It's very important to vote. It's we got a vote in the primaries. There's also Cindy Hyde Smith running against Sarah,
somebody or.
how do you say her last name?
I'm not sure.
It almost looks foreign, but
He is a from the Indian descent.
India Doc.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
And he was raised in California.
No, he.
Yes.
But we're talking
Her
about her
husband, but
her
still,
husband. Yeah.
you have to look at their history. You need to go and Google them and look at their history and really get a good understanding of what they really.
But she sounds
represent.
like she's a good conservative. But I don't know. I mean, you got to weigh it all yourself.
Mm-hmm. Go read.
Go read.
Read.
Get on there and figure it out. We're not endorsing anybody in that race. I might endorse a Democrat tomorrow morning in that race. But it's only for the Democratic primary.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't vote on both sides.
You cannot
You're
vote.
voting Democratic or voting Republican.
Take your ID with you tomorrow.
Take your ID. And if you forget your ID, remember Delbert's put in that 10 days that you can bring it in the next 10 days and no telling what goes on during those 10 days. So and those legislators down there, y'all need to fix the voter laws. Y'all need to fix a lot of things. You need to fix something. And you need to go ahead and quit being butthurt over HB2. Because that's all you are. Whining about nothing.
Well, I would tell you, one of the things that people need to think about between myself and my competition is he voted to raise property tax 30%. He doesn't claim to be pro-life. He doesn't claim to be a member of the NRA. I'm a lifetime member of the NRA. I'm the guy that's actually the chairman for term limits. I'm the real conservative in this race.
There you go. If you want to vote conservative, you're going to vote for Ron. And he gave Benny a run for his money last time. Yes. And a lot of people don't look at it that way, but that's the truth. Same results. But then again, Benny cheats, allegedly. But anyway. So they're looking at pictures over there saying all in all.
Well, this is me with Uncle Sam.
Well, Uncle Sam, I understand who he is. Yeah.
I don't know if that's showing up on the camera.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, say goodbye, Dawn. Say goodbye, Ron.
Bye.
Goodbye.
We'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
Bye, Dawn. Say goodbye, Ron.